everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout. That is a picture of my running shoes in leaves this past fall. I had done a 5K that day and just took a picture of my feet in the leaves because, you know, autumn and all. And I'm wearing my long pants because it was a cold fall around my neck of the woods. Anyway, that paper there is a gorgeous paper that I am so in love with and so glad that I didn't hoard it, that I got it used up. This came from the Cheeky Studio November 2018 kit. It was the Autumn Beauty Kit was the name of it. Just in case you're interested, it might still be available. There might still be some available. And that's the Autumn Beauty number 9 paper. I loved this kit so much. I basically killed it in 2 weeks. I got it in Scrapbook so much with it that I just couldn't stop using it. So I backed that on a piece of blue cardstock that came in that Cheeky Studio November 2018 kit. And then I like this green paper right here, and that is from the L Studio Family Fun 6x6 paper pad. So guys, you can't use my code on the kits for Cheeky Studio, but you can on any other order. So this isn't a video for them, but since I'm using their product, I'll just kind of tell you about that discount. So if you use the code Kelly10, it's Kelly 10 at checkout, you can get 10% off your order, except for the kits. So I'm trying to decide where to put that photo. And I was thinking maybe up in that empty corner there, but then decided, no, I really wanted it to get nestled into the paper. That it just didn't look quite right sitting up there. I wanted to make it look as if it was part of the design. Otherwise, I think it fought with the beauty of that paper. If that makes any sense, at least it did to me. So, I wanted it nestled in there so you see it all together. So now I'm going back and I'm going to cut apart some of the cut apart labels from that Cheeky Studio Autumn Beauty Kit. I wanted something to journal on and maybe to just, I don't know, have just a little more emphasis. So all of a sudden I got the idea that maybe I could scatter these labels around the layout here. And I'm playing a little bit with it. The one thing I'm finding is that I'm not completely happy with my choices for the third label, which will become my journaling spot then. It was okay, but it didn't have the exact same flowers that were in this layout. The flowers do appear in the ephemera pack, which I have what's left of my ephemera pack. There was more than double that to start out with, but I've done like, I don't know, 5 or 6 layouts already by the time I've done this. So I'm using the ephemera, which is called the Autumn Beauty Ephemera from Cheeky Studio, and this you can order and get the 10% off. All right, so I like that little mushroom there, and I'm thinking about a leaf or a couple leaves. But I'm not really loving how that cluster looks. I don't know, it looks like something's growing out of the mushroom versus what I really wanted it to look like some sort of weird fan was growing from the bottom. And I wasn't sure if it was the particular pieces I was using or just the arrangement I was using. So I tried another one and still didn't really like it. And I'm trying to get some of the colors that are in the piece, the background piece up to the foreground here doing this. Then I saw this red mushroom. I didn't realize I had another one left. So now I'm going to put those two together. And there's the 2 mushrooms in the background piece. So that's kind of nice. They're not exactly the same as these 2, but they're very close. So while I was doing that, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I took the other labels, or other label off of this, and then put just the one at the top there. And I'm going to add some more pieces from that ephemera pack up there with it. So that label says fall in love, like, you know, fall in love with fall. Although I wasn't so in love with it this year. Again, I said it was cold in my neck of the woods, so not loving that so much. A lot of times we have a really beautiful fall, but it was fast and it was cold. We went from 85 degrees one day to like 40 the next. And I'm serious about that. And then it stayed that cold, which is not very normal for us. All right, so now I'm looking at some of my Elle Studio acrylic pieces there and seeing maybe if I could use it on the layout. And I didn't like the way that the mushroom showed through that acrylic piece. I sometimes have a hard time using them for that reason. So then I have these stickers from Elle Studio, and they're the Autumn Fun stickers. So I'm kind of looking at those to determine if I would like to put anything on, you know, anywhere else on here. And I decide perhaps before mounting any of my embellishments, I should get the photo actually mounted. And that's what I'm doing here. All right. So now I'll get the two little mushrooms mounted there. And then I decided I wanted a little bit of dimension in this layout because right now everything is really, really flat. So I'm going to add my foam tape to the back. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about that die cut that I put at the top. The Autumn Has Arrived label up there. That's from the Elle Studio Family Fun Bits and Pieces, which is their die cuts. And yes, autumn had arrived. My shoes were standing in leaves. All right, so there's some dimension there. And then I have this circle sticker from the Autumn Fun stickers there that says Autumn Fun. And I'm thinking I want to put it in this cluster somewhere. I'm just not sure where. And I kind of play with this one a little bit to see maybe if I can get that one in. I was liking the green sticker, but I wasn't loving, I thought the color was off or something. I don't know. But what I really think it was, although that one looks fine there, I really think it was just that I didn't have it in the right spot. So, and I'm using my little tweezers there so that my hand's not in the way so I can see what it looks like. And once I do that and put it to the left instead of the right, there's so much green over there. I really like it over there. So I'm going to put the orange sticker back, and then I'm going to use the green sticker there. The green Autumn Fun sticker. All right, and I'm, making sure that there's no white space between, or no space between the sticker and the mushroom, that it's tucked up under that, and that just helps unify your clusters. So if your clusters don't look right, make sure you're not leaving space between elements, and that they're touching as many things as you can. So like mine is touching the photograph and the paper underneath, matting the photograph, and it's touching the background paper, and then it's also touching the die cut cluster there as well too. So that really helps unify the elements. All right, and I just added the little leaves up there. And then I saw this phrase sticker from the Autumn Fun stickers, and it just says falling leaves, and since this is about leaves, I'm going to put that under the word autumn, and that's actually going to end up being my title. So sometimes, most of the time you'd probably look at this and go, oh, it's autumn, or it's autumn falling leaves. I'm just going to call it falling leaves. Not that it couldn't be autumn falling leaves. That works too. Okay guys, so I added a couple of cork flowers in after this was all done, just for a little bit of dimension. So make sure that you check that out in the still shot and the detail shots, which you're looking at now. Bye!